Well, hello again. This is Hans the Ramen Raider, coming at you with another episode of Instant Noodle Recipe Time, the show where I show you what to do with your instant noodles. Today I've got something that was passed off to me in Canada. These are traditional scallion sliced noodles from Taiwan. The brand is TIEasy, which stands for Take It Easy. And today I'm flying solo. Nobody with me on this one, which is kind of a trip. The last few, gosh, I want to say at least, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think the last 11 I've been doing interviews with, and honestly, I want to know what you think. Do you hate it? Do you love it? Let me know. Comment profusely. If you like, I don't want to hear about other people. All I want to hear about is noodles. You know, what are you thinking? So, these are going to boil for, how long we got here? I believe it's 6 to 7 minutes. Traditional scallion sliced noodle. Where are you? I just saw it. I was looking at the package and it said, and here we go. Boil some water in a saucepan. When it is boiled, add them in the noodles. Cook them for 6 to 7 minutes. The fella who handed it to me, a nice guy named Jason, he met me and my wife, and we met him and his wife up at Foodie World in Richmond, BC. It was pretty cool. And gave me some samples. A lot cheaper than shipping them, and I was like, well, hey, we're up there all the time. And he said 7 or 8 minutes is best, but as you know, I gotta go with the package stuff, but maybe it'll say different at some point. Here's what the inside individual package looks like. And oh boy, I love this kind of dry noodle. Looks good to me. Dropping it in. Setting the timer for 6.5 minutes. Alright, and there it goes. So, what's going on with me, you ask? A lot, honestly. It's been crazy. So, everybody's been sick. Everybody's gotten well. Miles is sick again. School's back. Big sachet. This should be interesting. Oh. Interesting. One thing I noticed after reviewing so many varieties, I've seen pretty much all the different kinds of packaging. And this one reminds me of another one from Taiwan. So I don't know if they use the same place to get their recipes all made up. I don't know if I just don't know. But yeah, interesting. So, as I've mentioned a million times, I take my daughter Miriam out for a stroll in the mornings, and often lately I've been using my phone so we can listen to some music while we're walking. And then I tried this thing. This is where the music is coming from when you hear. See? There's this thing was cheap too. It was like $30 on Amazon. But I wanted something a little nicer that had a better battery life, so I got something that was actually cheaper. And it should be here today, so I'll be blasting tunes on the walk tomorrow. But I tried it, and yesterday morning, or no, afternoon. And we're walking, and we get to a stoplight, and I'm thinking, oh man, this is too loud, and there's like this older lady standing there. And she looks at Miri, and she looks at me, and she's like, you must be like the coolest dad in the whole world. I'm like, I try. She's like, well, she's got a big grin on her face, so you're doing something right. So that's cool, you know. She has a stroller covered in Christmas lights with booming music coming out of it. I mean, come on. There. Silly thing. It's nice to have a tripod that is magnetic to the stove, but it sucks when you get a fork too close to it. Anyways, where was I going with this? But yeah, she's got a stroller with all sorts of flashing lights all over. I want to get that rope lighting that goes like I think that'd be fun. But yeah, and gonna be doing. I had to make like a playlist for walking because a lot of the stuff we listen to here, I don't know if I really want to blast it while I'm walking around. I want stuff that's like, a lot of it's mellow stuff, so I don't want to be like walking around like trying to put out a mellow vibe. I guess. Really doesn't matter. But yeah, so we're going to be blasting some Herbie Hancock, some tobacco, some, what else we got? Weather report. Yeah, a lot of like fast-paced, crazy 70s fusion jazz. So hopefully people early in the morning aren't like totally angered by that. If they are, then oh no. But went up to Canada this weekend. That was fun. Been doing just like tons of walking. We actually went. This is something we wouldn't have done before. We actually like just went to a park so we could walk in the park up in Canada, which was rad. It's called Queen Elizabeth Park. It's in the middle of Vancouver. Nice views of the city. There's a little domed terrarium type building called the Bladel Conservatory. And it's full of plants. You gotta pay to get in, so maybe next time we'll do that. I'll have to make sure I've got my other glasses in my pocket because as soon as I walked into that place, my glasses fogged up like nothing else, so. But yeah. Today in politics, yeah, don't hit stop. Don't hit stop. I'm looking at you, dude. Or lady, I don't know. Kamala Harris has thrown her hat into the 2020 presidential race. From California, she's pretty darn cool. At this point, I would caucus for her. Absolutely, 100%. I don't know who else is coming, though. I was saying before, you know, Biden all the way, but I don't know. She's just watching her in Senate hearings. She's just like very to the point and like yes or no. You know, I like that. Biden's like that too. You ask him a question, he'll say no, and then he'll tell you why. It's not like, well, you have to think about the situation and blah 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 blah, and then it just kind of all of a sudden you realize, wait, I asked him, what do you think about shoes, and now he's telling me about the price of pork belly. So it's and all he wants to really talk about is pork belly because he likes pork belly. So nothing wrong with pork belly though. But you get where I'm going with that. You know, it's like obfuscating the answer to a question just by like going around and around and around. Politicians do it all the time. I'm sure before it's all done, I wouldn't be surprised if she starts doing that too, and I really hate that. It's like you get a good candidate, and then all of a sudden they start taking advice from the wrong people. But what can you do? So, Gotta put some noodles in the drain. Oh no! Oh no! I highly apologize. To me, leaving the cupboard open is like having my fly open and standing up in front of the camera. I don't like having my cupboards open, even though, you know, you might want to know what's in the cupboard, but that's really not of consequence to you. But I really like to just have them shut. It looks better that way. Looks like I got things together to some degree. What I think is funny is how many people comment on my stove. Well, I guess it's not just mine, or actually, technically, it's not mine at all. It's the property of the Timbers apartment homes. I like how they try to spin that. But whatever. Everybody's trying to be unique, but they want you to stay. It's your home. It's your home! Apartments are interesting. I lived at home until I was 26. I won't lie about that. A lot longer than I hope my children stay at home for. And I lived in the basement. It was great. I loved it. I had people over all the time. I had my own entrance and exit there, so it was just like, oh, I partied up a lot. I was a lazy scumbag youth, and I thank my folks all the time for allowing me to be that, because honestly, I met a lot of cool people and did a lot of neat stuff. Although now I'm doing a lot neater stuff and meeting a lot of cooler people, so. Anyways, yeah, so in, what, 2000, I think I moved out in 2001, yeah, somewhere around there. But anyways, it was just like, wow, this is neat, not living at home under my parents' roof, you know, I really thought that was neat. Alright, so let's try this really quick. This is the scallion variety. Nice broad noodle. Scalloped looking edge. We'll see. Mmm. Yeah, I like that. This is a hard one to say no to. No, don't eat all that, no! I'm gonna put stuff on it that I will make sure that I don't eat it all. That's really quite good. Here you go. Alright, so what are we gonna do to this stuff? Well, I'll show you. And it's not show you. Oops. Sorry about that. It's not show you, but I will show you. You understand? Alright, we got an egg. We're gonna egg it up. But yeah, it's kind of nice having one thing I like about having in an apartment, I mean, it might take long sometimes and it might seem like meh, but I will admit I like the fact that if the stove or something goes wrong, I just make a phone call and they come and fix it. Now, granted, I really would like to have us all live in a house, but that little bit of, you know, that's why apartments cost more, is because you got all that added freebie. Well, you pay for it, but here's some Chinese sausage. I thought this would work quite well in this. I think Chinese sausage in Taiwanese dry noodle is the bomb. So let's blow it up a little bit with a couple pieces of, I think it's Cam Yan. I think so. Some scallion. I mean, it's a scallion noodle, so adding some scallion just seems right. I'm gonna throw on a little bit of seed de sesame. And I think, just like with the last one I did, we're gonna go with onion. No, yeah, no, nah. We're gonna do crispy fried garlic. This stuff works so well on this, so. But yeah, please let me know what you think of me doing these interviews. I mean, I'm sure the first one kind of caught a few people off guard because that was a really heavy subject. I mean, and honestly, I'm like honored that Hunter would want to talk about such things on my show. That's like, wow. I feel cooler than Oprah, but you know. Yeah. But there we go. We have Taiwanese dry noodles from TIEasy, aka Take It Easy. Chinese sausage, soft-ish egg, spring onion or scallion, a little bit of fried garlic, and some sesame seeds. You know, I like doing this, and I'll keep doing this. And if you are an interesting person and available during, the times between, like, say, noon and 2 on a weekday, usually Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. I can do one interview on Wednesday, but Monday, Tuesday, yeah, all week long. The Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday shows, no, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday shows, if you're available, we can do like 3 episodes. But I'm looking for interesting people that have interesting professions and are just plain interesting. If you work in the noodle industry, that's even better. Just like tell me weird stories. Everybody wants to hear them. So I've talked so much over these last 200 episodes that it's just like, please, somebody throw me a bone. Give me something different to work with. So, yeah. But I'll be having more international guests soon. I'm thinking of contacting a couple more people. I got another buddy in Germany. Got a buddy in Australia. Yeah. So anyways, this was Take It Easy Scallion Sliced Noodle from Jason in Canada. So thank you very much. That'll be a review coming out for this one. It's going to be a while though. I think I'm around 80 reviews ahead, so that'll be about 2.5 months out. But yeah. Alright. This has been Hans the Ramen Raider wishing you. By the way, this will be review number 3,156. This has been Hans the Ramen Raider wishing you enjoyment of your noodles every day. Have a good one. This has been Hans the Ramen Raider wishing you enjoyment of your noodles. Hey, Miles. I don't think he's going to do it. He's deep in meditation with Legos. Alright, have a good one. Bye.